Welcome to your deep dive.
Oh.
Today we're time traveling
Ooh.
to the heart of Europe for a deep dive into Germany.
All right.
We've got a stack of sources here,
Yeah.
from ancient history and economics to cultural quirks.
Okay.
And we're going to pull out the most interesting bits for you.
Think of this as your express ticket to understanding Germany.
Okay.
Not just what happened,
Right.
but why it matters.
I like that.
We'll explore how those events and ideas connect
Yeah.
to make Germany the complex nation it is today.
Okay, so let's unpack this.
Okay.
First things first.
Yeah.
Where does the word Germany even come from? I was surprised to learn that it wasn't originally a German word at all.
You're right.
Really?
It has roots outside of Germany.
Huh.
It actually comes from the Latin Germania,
Oh, wow.
a term Julius Caesar himself used to
Wow.
describe the people east of the Rhine.
Wow. So the Romans were already keeping tabs on them way back then.
They were.
So what did the Germanic peoples call themselves at that time?
Well, they didn't have a single unified name yet,
Oh,
but the
yeah.
word Deutschland,
Right.
which Germans use today,
Yeah.
evolved from older words meaning of the people.
That's fascinating.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
their name reflects this idea of shared identity,
Uh-huh.
even before there was a Germany as we know it.
Exactly.
Wow.
Language is a powerful tool, isn't it?
Yeah.
It can shape how people see themselves and their place in the world.
Yeah.
That sense of a people,
Mhm.
a Volk,
Right.
is a recurring theme throughout German history.
Okay, so let's rewind the clock way back.
Okay.
Our sources mention evidence of early humans in the region
Mm-hmm.
from over 600,000 years ago.
That's right.
Plus, there's the famous Neanderthal 1 fossil,
Yeah.
which I remember learning about in school.
Those are incredible pieces of the puzzle.
Yeah.
Germany has been a crossroads for human migration and interaction
Right.
for millennia.
Yeah.
The Neanderthal 1 fossil, discovered in Germany's Neander Valley, is crucial for understanding human evolution.
Wow.
It's a reminder that modern humans share a complex ancestry
Right?
with other hominid species.
It really sets the stage, doesn't it?
It does.
Then we jump ahead to these powerful Germanic tribes
Okay.
running into the mighty Roman Empire.
And it wasn't always a peaceful encounter.
Oh.
The Battle of the Teutoburg Forest in 9 AD,
Mm-hmm.
where the Germanic chieftain Arminius outsmarted
Right.
and defeated
Yeah.
3 Roman legions,
Wow.
is a prime example.
It's one of those events you learn about in history class.
Right.
But I never really grasped how significant it was.
It was a turning point.
Oh.
This defeat effectively stopped the Roman Empire's eastward expansion.
Wow.
We can draw a line from that battle
Yeah.
to the political map of Europe today.
That's amazing.
The Rhine River, where those legions met their end,
Right.
still roughly marks a cultural boundary in Europe.
Wow, that's mind-blowing.
Yeah,
So much of what we take for granted
Right.
has roots in these ancient clashes.
it does.
Moving on, we enter the era of Charlemagne,
Okay.
the Holy Roman Empire,
Mm-hmm.
and the rise of the Ottonian dynasty.
Yeah.
A lot to unpack.
It's a period of intense change,
Wow.
both within Germany and across Europe.
Yeah.
Charlemagne, crowned Holy Roman Emperor in 800 AD,
Mm-hmm.
is a towering figure.
Right.
His empire, though short-lived,
Right.
laid the groundwork for the Holy Roman Empire,
Okay.
which would dominate Central Europe for centuries.
And this Holy Roman Empire,
Yeah.
was it really all that Holy Roman and an empire,
Oh,
as Voltaire famously quipped?
not quite.
Okay.
It was a complex entity.
Right.
A patchwork of kingdoms and principalities,
Mm-hmm.
often vying for power.
Okay.
But its influence on Germany's political and religious development
Right.
can't be overstated.
I see.
It shaped the map,
Wow.
legal traditions,
Okay.
and even the very idea of what it meant to be German.
I'm seeing how interconnected everything is. From those early tribal identities
Right.
to this vast,
Mhm.
messy empire.
Mhm.
It's like layers building upon layers.
Exactly.
Then boom,
Yeah.
the Black Death arrives in the 14th century.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine how devastating a pandemic like that must have been.
It reshaped societies across Europe.
Right.
In Germany, it decimated the population,
Wow.
leading to labor shortages
Oh, man.
and social upheaval.
Yeah.
It's a stark reminder of how vulnerable even powerful empires can be
Right.
to forces beyond their control.
It's a sobering thought.
Yeah.
And then amidst the chaos,
Mm-hmm.
we have Martin Luther sparking the Protestant Reformation.
Right.
in the 16th century.
Yes.
His translation of the Bible into German,
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't just a religious act.
No.
It's a cultural earthquake.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Luther's translation had a profound impact on the German language.
Okay.
Standardizing it
Yeah.
and making it accessible to ordinary people.
Mm-hmm.
It also set off a chain reaction
Oh, wow.
of religious and political upheavals culminating in the 30 Years' War.
Oh, no.
One of the most devastating conflicts in European history.
So Luther's translation inadvertently contributed to a massive war.
It did.
History is full of unintended consequences, isn't it?
It is.
What was the outcome of this war?
Well,
And how did it affect Germany?
the 30 Years' War ravaged Europe, leaving Germany physically and economically devastated, but it also led to the Treaty of Westphalia in 1648, a pivotal agreement that helped establish a new European order based on the concept of state sovereignty.
So even amidst that destruction, some seeds of a new world were being sown. But Germany was still a fragmented collection of states, right? When did it finally unify into the nation we know today?
It took a while longer, and it wasn't without its share of drama. The 19th century saw the rise of Prussia, a powerful state with ambitious designs on unifying the German-speaking lands. It all came to a head under Otto von Bismarck, known as the Iron Chancellor.
Bismarck was a cunning strategist. He famously said, "The great questions of the day will not be settled by speeches and majority decisions, but by iron and blood." That doesn't exactly sound like a peaceful unification process.
No, it wasn't. Bismarck was a master of realpolitik, a political philosophy that prioritizes pragmatism and power over ideology and morality. He orchestrated 3 wars against Denmark, Austria, and France to maneuver Prussia into a position of dominance and ultimately forge a unified German empire in 1871.
So Germany as a nation-state is really a relatively recent creation, and it was forged in the fires of war, which I guess explains some of its later military ambitions.
Bismarck's tactics had a lasting impact on German political culture. They established a precedent for using military strength to achieve national goals, a legacy that would have tragic consequences in the 20th century.
Speaking of tragic consequences, we can't ignore the tumultuous events that followed Germany's rapid industrialization, its pursuit of a colonial empire, and then the catastrophe of World War I. It's hard to believe so much happened in such a short period.
It was an era of profound transformation. Germany went from being a newly unified nation to a major industrial and military power in just a few decades. But its rapid rise was coupled with internal tensions, social inequalities, and a growing sense of nationalism that ultimately contributed to the outbreak of World War I.
And the Treaty of Versailles, signed after Germany's defeat, didn't exactly help matters, did it? It imposed harsh reparations and territorial losses that many Germans saw as humiliating and unfair.
The treaty's terms created fertile ground for resentment and extremist ideologies. The Weimar Republic, the democratic government established after the war, struggled to cope with the economic and social turmoil that followed. Hyperinflation, political instability, and widespread unemployment created a climate of despair and disillusionment.
And it was in this climate that the Nazi Party, led by Adolf Hitler, rose to power. It's chilling to think how economic hardship and national humiliation can pave the way for such a horrific regime.
The Nazis exploited the anxieties and grievances of the time, scapegoating minorities and promising to restore Germany's greatness. Their propaganda machine was incredibly effective, painting a distorted picture of history and appealing to a deep-seated sense of national pride.
The horrors of World War II and the Holocaust are a stark reminder of what happens when hatred and intolerance are allowed to fester. It's a dark chapter in human history and one that Germany has grappled with ever since.
The legacy of the Nazi era continues to shape German identity and policy. The country has gone to great lengths to confront its past, atone for its crimes, and build a society based on democratic values and respect for human rights.
It's a testament to the resilience of the human spirit that Germany was able to rebuild and reinvent itself after such devastation. But the story doesn't end there, does it? We then enter the Cold War era, with Germany divided into Communist East Germany and Democratic West Germany. The Berlin Wall became a potent symbol of this ideological divide.
Germany became a focal point of the Cold War. The Berlin Wall, erected in 1961, physically and ideologically separated the country. It represented the stark contrast between the Soviet-controlled East and the Western-aligned West for nearly 3 decades. It stood as a reminder of the division of Europe and the threat of nuclear war.
And then in 1989, the seemingly impossible happened. The Berlin Wall came down. It was a moment of euphoria, a symbol of hope for a new era of peace and unity.
The fall of the Berlin Wall marked the end of the Cold War, and the beginning of a new chapter for Germany reunification achieved in 1990 brought immense challenges integrating two very different economic and social systems, overcoming decades of division and distrust. But it also represented a triumph of hope over despair and a commitment to building a better future.
It's truly remarkable how Germany managed to navigate such a tumultuous past, from ancient tribes to a fragmented empire, from unification and industrialization to the horrors of war and division, and finally to reunification and a leading role on the world stage. It's been quite a journey. But what about modern Germany? It's known for its economic powerhouse. What are the secrets to its success?
Germany's economic success isn't a coincidence. It's built on a foundation of key factors, including a highly skilled workforce, a culture of innovation, and a unique economic model known as the social market economy.
Okay, let's break that down a bit. What exactly is a social market economy, and how does it differ from, say, a purely capitalist system?
It's a system that combines free market principles
Right.
with a strong social safety net.
Okay.
Think of it as a balance
Yeah.
between economic efficiency and social equity.
Okay.
So the government plays an active role in
Yeah.
regulating the economy,
Right.
promoting fair competition, and
Okay.
providing social welfare programs like universal health care and unemployment insurance.
So it's not just about letting the market run wild. It's about creating a system that works for everyone,
Exactly.
not just the wealthy elite.
Right.
Does this approach have anything to do with
Uh,
the famous German efficiency we often hear about?
absolutely.
Right.
A stable and well-educated workforce is essential for a thriving economy.
Yeah.
Germany invests heavily in education
Okay.
and vocational training, ensuring that pipeline of skilled workers
Right.
for its industries.
Yeah.
They also have a strong emphasis on apprenticeships,
Okay.
where young people learn practical skills on the job,
Interesting.
often in specialized fields.
It's like they're preparing their workforce for success
Yeah.
from a young age.
Exactly.
No wonder German engineering and manufacturing
Right.
are renowned worldwide.
Yeah.
Speaking of industries,
Yeah.
what are some of the key sectors that
Mhm.
drive Germany's economic engine?
Germany is a global leader
Okay.
in several industries. Automotive manufacturing is a huge one,
Okay.
with giants like Volkswagen,
Right.
Mercedes-Benz, and BMW,
Of course.
all headquartered there.
Right.
But they're also strong in machinery,
Okay.
chemicals, electronics, and pharmaceuticals.
Okay.
And let's not forget the middle stand.
Ah, yes, the middle stand.
Yes,
Our sources mention them as a unique feature
right.
of the German economy.
Yes.
What exactly are they?
The middle stand is a network of small to medium-sized enterprises
Okay.
that form the backbone
Wow.
of the German economy.
Okay.
They often specialize in niche products or services,
Right.
mastering a particular craft, and becoming global leaders in their respective fields.
It reminds me of the saying, jack of all trades, master of none.
Uh-huh.
The middle stand seems to have taken the opposite approach. Master of one, and you'll conquer the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Many of these companies are family-owned and have been passed down through generations,
Really?
fostering a deep commitment to quality
Okay.
and innovation.
I see.
They are often export-oriented, contributing significantly to Germany's position
Right.
as one of the world's top exporters.
So it's not just about the big name corporations.
Right.
It's about a vibrant ecosystem
Yes.
of specialized businesses
Right.
driving growth and innovation.
That's right.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Okay, enough about economics for now.
Okay.
Let's shift gears
All right.
and talk about German culture.
Okay.
One thing that struck me
Yeah.
is the variation in public holidays
Oh.
across different states. I mean, you'd think a unified country
Right.
would have unified holidays, right?
It reflects Germany's federal structure,
Okay.
which grants a significant degree of autonomy
Right.
to its individual states.
Okay.
This decentralized system
Yeah.
allows for regional cultural diversity to flourish.
That's cool.
Each state can celebrate its unique traditions and history,
Okay.
contributing to a rich and multifaceted national tapestry.
So it's a unity that embraces diversity.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Speaking of traditions,
Okay.
we can't talk about Germany
Right.
without mentioning Oktoberfest
Of course.
and those charming Christmas markets.
Yes.
They've become global phenomena.
They're a wonderful example
Yeah.
of how cultural traditions can transcend borders
Right.
and captivate imaginations worldwide. Oktoberfest,
Yeah.
the world's largest folk festival,
Wow.
celebrates Bavarian culture
Mm.
with beer, food, and music.
Of course.
And the Christmas markets,
Yeah.
with their twinkling lights,
Right.
handcrafted ornaments,
Yeah.
and festive atmosphere,
Right.
capture the magic of the holiday season.
It's heartwarming to see how these traditions bring people together.
Yeah.
It's like a little piece of Germany is shared with the world.
It is.
Our sources also highlight Germany's deep love for literature. Apparently, it boasts the third largest book market in the world.
That's right.
Wow.
Germany has a long and rich literary tradition.
Okay.
From the Brothers Grimm fairy tales to the philosophical works of Kant and Hegel.
Wow.
This love for reading reflects a cultural value
Yeah.
placed on education,
Right.
intellectual curiosity, and the power of storytelling.
It's a reminder that a nation's strength lies
Yeah.
not just in its economic output,
Right.
but also in its cultural richness and intellectual vitality.
It does.
And of course, we can't forget Germany's musical heritage.
Right.
From classical giants like Bach, Beethoven,
Yeah.
and Brahms,
Yes.
to pioneers of electronic music like Kraftwerk.
Of course.
They've made an indelible mark on the world of music.
Music is deeply woven
Right.
into the fabric of German culture, from grand opera houses to intimate jazz clubs, from traditional folk music to cutting-edge electronic sounds.
Right.
Germany offers a diverse and vibrant musical landscape.
Okay, I have to ask.
All right.
We've been dancing around it long enough.
Yeah.
Our sources mention a staggering variety of sausages in Germany.
That's right.
Just how many are we talking about?
Prepare yourself.
Okay.
Germany boasts almost 1,500 varieties of sausage.
1,500?
Yes.
Wow, that's truly impressive.
It is.
From bratwurst to weisswurst,
Uh-huh.
currywurst to blutwurst,
Mm-hmm.
it's a sausage lover's paradise.
Sausage making is an art form in Germany,
Yeah.
reflecting regional culinary traditions
Wow.
and a deep appreciation for hearty, flavorful food.
Right.
It's a testament to German craftsmanship,
Right.
ingenuity,
Mhm.
and yes,
Yeah.
perhaps a bit of obsession with sausage.
It sounds like a delicious obsession to me. So that was our deep dive into Germany. From ancient history to modern-day economic success, from cultural quirks to a sausage-making obsession. It's clear that Germany is a nation of fascinating contradictions and enduring strengths. What stands out to you the most from all this information?
For me, it's the remarkable resilience
Yeah.
of the German people. They've faced incredible challenges
Right.
throughout their history, from
Yeah.
war and division
Right.
to economic hardship
Yeah.
and social upheaval,
Yeah.
yet they've consistently emerged stronger,
Hmm.
rebuilding their nation,
Wow.
and reclaiming their place on the world stage.
It's pretty incredible.
Their story is a reminder that even in the face of adversity,
Yeah.
hope and determination can prevail.
It's an inspiring thought and perhaps a reminder that we shouldn't take the bratwurst on our plate for granted. It represents a long and complex journey, a blend of history, culture, and ingenuity that makes Germany the unique nation it is today. So the next time you encounter a German product, a piece of German music, or yes, even a German sausage, remember the layers of history and cultural richness behind it. Happy exploring.